Hello, my name is Ashley Pike and I'm a results coach. Now, what I'll be talking about today is how to achieve goals, specifically writing out goals. So, what all most successful people do is they write out goals. Why do they do this? Essentially, because writing out goals, you're putting it down on paper. It essentially makes it real to a certain degree. So when something's down on paper, it's like punching a postcode into a sat nav. You're giving yourself a destination to go to. And that's all what goal setting is, essentially. Writing out your outcomes of where you want to be in life. Now, for me, goal setting's changed my life because it's given me a purpose. Although I had a purpose, essentially, it wasn't directed. I was letting life direct me rather than being the director of my own life. So I write out a 5-year plan of where I want to be in the next 5 years. I write out a yearly plan, so yearly goals. So 5-year goals, yearly goals. I write out monthly goals, weekly goals, and daily goals. So this has given me a clear pathway of how I'm going to succeed. And this is what all successful people do. You ask any successful person, that has made it, they've all been goal planners. Now, you may be skeptical of this. You may have wrote goals out in the past, but I bet you didn't stick to them, or I bet you didn't review them enough. It's so important to review your goals on a daily basis. As I said, going back to the analogy of that goal setting is almost like punching a postcode into a sat nav. What that essentially means is that when you drive, when you're using a sat nav, sometimes there's going to be traffic congestion and you may be rerouted or you take a wrong turn. The same thing applies to life, that not everything's going to go the way you plan it to go the first time. Take Thomas Edison, for example. He failed 9,999 times to make the light bulb. And a reporter asked him, you failed 9,999 times to obviously make the light bulb work. And he said, I didn't fail 9,999 times. I just found out 9,999 ways of not making the light bulb. There's no such thing as failure, as Tony Robbins says. There's only results. You're going to hit speed bumps in life. You're going to take wrong turns. But you need to keep trying, keep going. Review your goals daily. I would advise that. I review mine 3 to 4 times a day. So I just clearly know, I set my mind on where I want to be in life. What I want to give to my family, what I want to give to myself, how I want my body to be. I have personal goals. So these are things like my family, what I want to give my family in life. I have health goals, so what I want my body to look like. I have financial goals, so essentially how much money I want to have. I want to be financially free, for example. I have spiritual goals, it's all important to have different categories of what you want to achieve in life. And you will achieve them as long as you write them down and review them on a daily basis. But goal setting is not the only thing in life what will make you become successful. The biggest thing is taking action. So I believe by reviewing your goals on a daily basis, this helps you to take action, essentially. Because you're implanting into your mind that you have to. Taking action is key to being successful. Now, you may be scared to take action because you're scared to fail. That's also a very big thing in life, that you're going to fail many times in life. Don't ever be scared of failing, because you're essentially finding out another way. Well, you're finding out a way, you're finding that way didn't work. As I said, there's no such thing as failures, there's only results. You will fail your way to success, as Les Brown says. I failed many times in life. I wasn't very successful at dating, for example. I dated many women and nothing ever really came of it. I asked many women out and they said no. But I kept at it. And then I found my beautiful fiance, as it is now. And I've been with her for 4 years now, just over 4 years. We've got 2 beautiful children. I couldn't ask for more out of my love life. I really couldn't. But I do try and improve my love life on a daily basis. That's all part of my goals also. But I think I must have failed probably 50 times. That might be over exaggerating. I'm not too sure, but I think I must have asked out probably over 30 to 40 women, maybe 50, as I said, and a lot of them said no. I'm not too sure why that was, but it led me to the love of my life. So I don't care. But the main point I'm trying to make is that people are going to say no in life. You're going to fail in life, but just never give up. Have that attitude of never giving up. Always think when you fail that you're that one step stronger than you were before. Always learn something from your failure. Because if you don't learn something, then that's the biggest failure. If you don't learn something from that result you got. Always ask, what did I do wrong in that scenario? What could I have done better? And then apply that and get another result. The next result may be the one that makes you successful. So failure is as I say, there's no such thing as failure. There's only results, as I say, Tony Robbins says. I think another important thing that people struggle with, or people want, essentially, is they think that successful people had an easier time than them. They had more time, essentially. No one has more time than anyone else. We all have 24 hours in the day. You've got to make time. For example, I work a 9-hour shift each day. And when I come home, I learn. I try and learn, I try and improve myself. As the great Jim Rohn said, you must work harder on yourself than your job. What that essentially means is spend more time on developing yourself than developing the job you're in. Because if you develop yourself and you master yourself, you'll master the universe essentially.